I think that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, you can use some principles that we've been learning about, like color, like what does the color exude, or what, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So I mean, it was just kind of an overview of everything that we've learned, rather than just 4.5, which was about desktop.
I kind of think so. Like, what makes this one stand out above the other one? Like, what works well with this design? And then we
look at everybody else's on the discussion board. It's sort of basically, why do we like this one more?
Yeah,
is honestly all it is.
All right then.
Well, that's what I took it as.
Okay. So we have somewhere to start.
Are we doing 5.0s today too, or are we doing that tomorrow?
I didn't read the reading for 5.1 or O yet.
Oh.
So I thought we were splitting it.
I'm fine with splitting it, whatever.
I thought we were doing it tomorrow. I don't know.
Well, when does you said your husband has to have something done, Miranda? I mean, I'm just wondering, I mean, not Miranda,
Brittany. My husband's having surgery on Friday.
All right, okay. So we would have to meet tomorrow, Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah, or later on Friday. That could get crazy because I don't know.
Yeah, I think that would be hard.
I don't mind meeting tomorrow. That was what I had assumed, was that it was Wednesday and then we were going to meet tomorrow, but I'm sorry if that's totally not right.
I mean, I think we should just see how long this one takes. We do it fast. I mean, I think the other one looks, I kind of looked at it. It seemed like you had to, I don't know.
I did part of the other one.
Oh, did you?
I just didn't do all of it. It's just, I mean, you have to write a persona, write about the technology, the design, precedents, and then you have to give some hypotheses, and then you do some experiments to test it, which is as simple as, like, one of them is the user will be able to save the scripture link quickly. And so, it would just be like, the experiment would be, ask the user to save James 1.5, that's it. So.
Oh, yeah, I haven't done the reading. I haven't looked at it at all. Yeah, let's focus on this one, and then
with the way my brain has been, I am so, I don't know. Today I'm going to be even worse. I finally got to bed at 4 a.m.
Oh, love.
I actually tried to go to bed at about 1, and I couldn't sleep. I was so stressed out. My stress level was so high. So I got back up and worked on stuff.
Sorry, that's no fun.
Okay, so do we want to just talk about what we like about the first one then?
I guess.
Or at least what we...
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
First off, what color is everybody? There's like 2 purples in here.
Hold on, I went back over to look at what I had written on. I don't know yet. Hold on.
I don't know either. Mine always just shows up black, so I don't know.
I'm down below the picture, moving around.
Okay, you're the neon cat.
And I'm at the top, like right underneath problem 1 folder view.
Okay, so you're the green.
You're the anonymous quagga. Whatever that is.
Okay, I'm down below Miranda. Yeah.
Well, yours always shows the picture of you, so we know. Well, at least I do.
It shows the name.
Yeah, because you sign in and you set it up. This is your doc, so it shows you.
Right, but I see 4 anonymous people at the top. That's why I'm sitting here going, who's in our document? Really? Yeah, I've got an armadillo, a neon cat, a quagga, and an
Axolotl.
Yeah.
And I'm which one? I'm not the armadillo?
Okay. Sarah is the quagga, the green
Yeah.
one.
And Brittany's the
Brittany is-
axolotl. I'm not the armadillo?
No, you're the neon cat.
Oh, weird.
So I don't know who the armadillo is. That's why I was like, okay, who is everyone? Because we've got a weird person in here.
Oh. Because I don't see, I see 4, yeah, I see 4 total. And one
Yeah,
of them
I
is
see 4 total.
Weird. Maybe that means I'm an armadillo or something on my own screen instead of.
Yeah, because the one that's left is the armadillo on my screen. That's so weird. I don't know.
Whatever. Okay. We'll make this work. Don't listen to me. I was just making sure we didn't have an intruder.
Okay.
All right. So we're doing this Windows one.
Yep. And what is better about the design with that one?
I said the labeled the print, burn, new folder, open, organize. I said that was more clear as to what to do. So how did I write it? Hold on. The labeled, and I said buttons, but I don't know exactly what they are. The labeled buttons that indicate what can be done are easier to understand.
Oh, I agree.
And then I said that the colored back button makes it up at the top left, makes it easy to know where to go back, as compared to on the Mac one, it's just a gray forward and back. But with it blue on
shows
Windows.
up more.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's also got that little preview at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
I have.
The
Shows the
name and
preview in the bottom of the window. Yep. That's also what I wrote. Other than that, I think everything was similar, so I didn't. That's all I added was those 3 things.
I kind of like the little breadcrumb at the top because the other one, I mean, I guess you can kind of see more from the menu on the side, but.
That's true. There is that breadcrumb kind of.
Oh, and the bar up above.
Yeah,
Yes,
the bar, because there's nothing like that on the Mac.
that's true.
Whoa, the armadillo left. It's not up at the top anymore on mine.
Yeah, I'm a shorter person now.
Weird.
Did we lose anybody?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Oh, so in mine, it just shows the show. Doesn't show. So that must be what it is. It doesn't show me. We did have an intruder.
I knew it.
That's weird because don't you have to have a link to it?
Must have been a weird tweak on it. I mean, something messed up. So you can't even talk. That wasn't even the right word. I'm like, that's not what I meant to come out.
It could also be that one of us was in here twice.
Okay. Now, are we doing pros and cons? Because I thought we were just arguing for the good things about our.
Good thing.
I do think
What's better?
Yeah, I would say just do the good things.
Right. I just wondered why someone said pros.
I don't know.
Meaning,
Because somebody
like
below
the
started doing that, so I was doing that.
I did start doing that below because I thought at first that we were supposed to do the cons, but then I realized we weren't. But we can put what we like, or we can put whatever there. I don't know if it matters.
I think we could put anything that we don't like. So we could put the cons, but we can just put the pros, and that's less work.
Yeah, because I think we're supposed to argue for it, not against it. So that to me says.
And Good.
I think so. I mean, the only thing that I'm gonna say is the couple that, on that are already on the discussion board, like they wrote a ton about some of them. So I don't know.
Well, there was one that just wrote a ton about one item.
I mean, I didn't read it, I guess, that close. I just was like looking at the list and I was like, oh my goodness, like that's.
Yeah, I don't know if we're supposed to. I'm still trying to understand the discussion board. I mean, are we supposed to, on each of these 8, each take one to discuss about the particular design?
I thought we
Or-
were, but it.
Like, I'm just really confused on the discussion board.
But everyone's doing each one, so I guess we just do each one. And I don't think we need to write. I mean, there was one group that wrote a ton, and I looked at it, and I don't think that we need that. I don't think it needs to be that in depth. I think with 8 problems, I think just having this is
One little paragraph is plenty.
yes.
Yeah.
Because the one that wrote a ton, they've only posted for problem number 4.
Yeah, I saw that. And then I think below he posted about
Oh.
problem 8 too or something. But yeah, like I don't know if
Yeah,
they're doing it
I'm looking at it
separate.
right now. There's
It was
problem
kind of-
4 is one, problem 8 is another, at least on those 2.
Yeah.
And then the other one, it's just lists of things that they like about it.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, I think we're good.
Okay.
I-
Perfect.
Don't think we need to do, like
Yeah, this
we've
one-
said before, we always do more work than I think we really have to in this class.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because group 3, if you look at group 3, there's somebody that posted, and he posted problem 1, problem 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each one just has a little blurb about it.
yep.
So I think we're okay to just use our little blurb.
I think we're good with what we have.
I'm trying to think though, because I don't think, okay, because we had 3 things that we had liked. And I think we're missing, because then we added the breadcrumbs, we're missing the organize, open, new folder
Okay.
line. Because we don't have that one written down.
I must not have remembered that one.
Okay. So
No, that's okay, because I didn't remember the colored visual cue pictures before the file names.
Well, because we didn't say that.
I
I was thinking it, and so I just wrote it.
That's why, because I went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I went, wait a second, I don't know that one. We had 4 before, so we're missing one.
I can't think and type at the same time, so I just typed it.
You're fine.
Because it
Was
was
it
there.
Miranda that liked that one? Can she just pull it out of her doc and throw it in?
Miranda?
Which
That
one?
was the menu.
the menu at the top, like the
The
organize.
at the top.
Oh yes. Hold on.
I just didn't quite
Yes.
know how to write it. Otherwise, I would
Well,
have
I
written it.
I didn't write it very well, so I said it better than I wrote it, which is amazing considering I was doing this one at 12:30, but
We'll
so
throw it in. We'll look at it.
I'll have to rewrite it once I throw it in because it doesn't make a ton of sense. But,
That's fine.
oh nope, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I'm. Oh, what did I do now? Where's my thing? There's. Trying to remember what I said.
I think it was something like the labeled menu, or maybe they're edit. I don't know. They're just
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I was trying to. What the right word was for them, based on
well,
the.
you can say the labeled buttons at the top under the breadcrumb clearly indicate what the user can do versus the Mac, which doesn't have anything labeled. I don't know.
That sounds
So
good
then
to
I
me.
can go, oh, okay, the buttons at the top under the breadcrumb. Oh, I see it. You know, you're very descriptive on where it is. I don't know.
Could have other options have options for what you can do with the files besides opening them or something
What?
like can do with the files.
Options the user can do with the files.
Besides opening them or something like that. I mean, not just open. I don't know.
Yeah, I think how we have it, just that it clearly indicates what options the user has to do with the files. You know,
Okay.
they're just the options. Oh,
Okay,
sweetie,
awesome.
so much sugar on that. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a rock. That's a rock of sugar. Don't eat it.
Information.
I didn't finish typing. I was getting at the date modified, the size, the kind of file it is. I just wasn't getting the wording out on that second one. If you're reading that, Brittany, I think you were reading.
I was sorry. I was trying to think what I can add to this one.
Uh-oh. Someone else just popped back in. Anonymous alligator. Did someone open the file twice?
Nope.
I didn't.
That's weird, because I only posted the Google Doc link inside.
It's probably a weird glitch, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Unless they start messing it up, I don't know if I really can.
That's true.
I mean, it's weird though. I mean,
Who is the neon cat? Who's at the end of the word
That's-
presented?
That's me.
that's Miranda.
I wonder if Miranda's in it twice. Because normally
Because it shows purple twice.
it's the same color twice. Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
But that's weird if she didn't do anything. It's just popping back up.
I
there.
am in it twice. I had another window open from last night. I looked at it.
See, now I just added in again. So now there's my color.
I was in it twice. I'm like, I'm not in it twice. I was. It was a window open from last night.
Yep.
Okay.
But that's funny that it went away earlier and then it came back.
Well, it's probably because you just moved your mouse away from it and it went idle. So I think it popped out thinking, oh, well, you're not, editing it right now. So you're not there.
That's funny because I was thinking, I'm like, I don't know, it's not me. And then I saw clear over on the left. I have so many windows open trying to figure out thinking video Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro. Goodness gracious.
Okay. Now go to the dishwasher and get a cup.
I was trying to finish this line on the second one. Trying to say the specifics of each image, but I can't think of the word I'm trying to.
All the details, the name, the date modified.
Yes, the details. That's a better word.
Put detailed information is clearly shown for each file or something.
Which is funny because the folder view for the picture, that's true actually, because when you're in picture view, it takes out detailed view. So on Windows, you can't want to see the picture. So the fact that on Mac, you can see the details as well as the picture is a big plus. Okay. I was just realizing that because I was like, well, on the Windows, you can change it. But then I realized you lose being able to see the picture to do that. Unless you have preview open. I have a preview pane that allows me to see. But you have to actually set that up. Most people don't have to do that. Maybe the search bar is big and easy to see rather than good.
Sure, I was just gonna put a good size, but easy to put in.
It's what? No, I was just highlighting it. I'm not going to change it.
No, I was gonna put a good size, but I mean, I was gonna go back, but big is good.
Yeah, because on the Windows it is really quite small. You can't see it easily. Okay. Anything else? I think that's probably good.
I mean, that's all I can think of.
Okay. Oh, I'll do all that.
Yep, I didn't have much on that one.
Okay, so text editor.
Mama, I got go up there, which is the
I agree with all of the ones that are sitting here.
I didn't even read them. I was looking at mine.
do that.
I like it.
I also think that, I mean, if you notice, oh, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say we can add one more about that little slider thing at the bottom. I don't know. Does that just make it bigger? That's one thing that this other one doesn't.
Yeah, I think that's the zoom. I also was going to add that it's nice that it has the save right at the top there. The save and the undos. That there's those controls in the very top bar with the title. Because you don't have that on the Mac design.
Yep, good point.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay, which one are we on now?
The print,
4.
print dial.
Okay. Let's see what I have here. For
Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything
pretty much what I
else
have.
to be said. I think you hit it on the dot.
Anything else that we want to add to the print dialogue?
Nope.
The only other thing I was trying to think of a way to word, I think I was writing this one when we got on, was that the buttons make it easy to scroll through the different pages, but I also think that that's just a perk of having the page to be printed visible. So
You could add, just put this, I don't know if it's necessarily called a slider, but the
slideshow.
Just add this also makes it easy to view every page. I mean, you can just add that to that first sentence there.
So the page that's to be printed is visible and not just the dialog box. The
page.
Stop there on accident. Yeah, someone else has got it.
I just put an S there.
Okay.
Pages
So
to
that
be
should
printed
be
are.
you could also
Okay, which-
put with the, well, it doesn't.
is R. If you just
That
said
works.
page.
That works. All right.
Well, the only other thing you could write is that PDF button. Can you make it into a PDF document? Because that's kind of cool.
I think
Yeah, but you
print
can
it
do
to
that
PDF.
on you can do it on Windows. It's normally just underneath as a printer.
Yeah,
Which is
color
funny that it
PDF
doesn't
writer.
show it here.
Well, I mean, this is just an easy button, is what I'm saying. Like it's.
Right. I don't see it on the Windows, which is funny. It's not.
It says Cute
wait,
PDF
yes, I see
writer.
it now. Cute? Are you
It looks
kidding
like
me?
cute to me. Yeah, cute PDF writer.
It does look cute, yes.
What in the world? Guess that's what they called it. That and the show details. Like, what does show details do? Is that the same thing as preferences?
I don't know.
Probably.
It probably shows the details of the document.
Hmm.
Probably more options or something. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's probably like preferences. Okay.
All right. I think we're good there.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on.
I started number 5.
Okay. It also has a lot of white space, which makes it feel less cluttered.
Okay. Add that in. That's what it is. Because I was like, the other one feels so
It
cramped.
feels text heavy. It's
Overwhelming.
very even though it's really teeny, like it's a small dialogue, it's just so boom in your face. There it is. Rather than the other one kind of goes, okay, I mean everything's grouped really well, but it's grouped in bold. But in the groups, it's all kind of it gives you that space.
Yes, it also just it makes the one on the left look a little more overwhelming to know, what am I doing with this? So,
Just put which makes it feel makes less overwhelming.
less crowded and therefore less overwhelming.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I
also like that it highlights the portrait versus the landscape, so
Well,
you know exactly.
And I was going to say that just that it's easier, like it's super easy to choose portrait and landscape even.
That's sort of what I was trying to talk about, how the options are, there's visible examples of the options.
Yes.
Especially with the portrait and landscape.
Yeah.
Because if you're a novice, like I'm thinking of my daughters, they don't know what portrait or landscape means. You give them those options as bullets, they'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
Whereas with those images, they'll be able to, okay, I can navigate this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's added in there like the portrait and landscape options.
Okay.
I don't know.
That works.
I was trying to understand what you meant by preview, because it does actually have a preview at the bottom here of when you actually add in the margins and change the landscape and portrait, it changes that preview, which I don't think we really have written down.
Well, it says she has
And then has a preview of the selections.
Yeah, it says, because I was going to add it too, and then I'm like, oh, it does say has a preview of the selections. So
that's why I wondered what it meant
Here.
by preview. So I wonder if this doesn't go
Go.
there, it goes somewhere else.
So right about okay, so then I just wrote has a preview pane that will show all changes that are made to the page setup.
Yep. Okay. Sounds good to me. And
Okay.
I like that someone added about the tabs at the top that are easy to find, so you can change the paper and layout easily.
Okay, perfect. This next one, I insanely struggled with finding anything
Something good about it.
good about it.
Well,
I just
there's
want to
the
straight up
tabs at the
say
top.
that I think it sucks.
All I said was that because it's shows a color wheel, that that seems to give what did I say? Hold on. Let's see. Actually, all I wrote was because I couldn't think of the way I said it. The color wheel is a better way to pick color. That's what I wrote. Because that
I love it.
box, I don't like that the box, there's red on each side. I always have hated that. So I like that, like, but I didn't know. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, honestly, it was super late. I was emotional. I was ready to sleep and so stressed out that that's the best I could get out at that point in time. So I don't know a better way to say it, but someone else might.
He had food in my room. Then it's around. Then she cried again. Yes. One more is just a little bit.
Okay, thank you, Nikki.
That's why he did it very nice. It's working.
Who has, I mean, I have a Mac, but if you, oh wait, is that how mine is on the Mac? Oh,
I don't have a Mac.
I've never used this color wheel because that's weird. But if you think in that search bar, I mean, right now it just shows red, but could you, in that search bar, do you think you could put like the color, like, you know, like the number, the hex?
The hex code?
Yeah,
I would assume because it has the search.
that's what I'm saying. Do you think
Yeah.
so we might could put something like that just with the, it has a search feature so you could add the hex number? Because I don't see that on the other. Is that what
I
it's
would assume that that's what the search icon would be for.
I don't even know where this color thing is. I've never seen that.
I haven't either.
See, but I think
Well, it
that
does say for Mac OS 10.7.2, so maybe it's a really, really old version.
the other thing is, I think that this is just one part of it. The
It is.
Windows one, this is all your options. Whereas if you look at the top of the Mac ones, there's other options that we aren't being shown.
Oh.
Yeah, I added that in there, that there are tabs at the top which allows you to switch between different color picking, or different color, yeah, picking options. I don't know if that's the right way to say it,
Mama,
but I did add that in.
Mama,
Yes.
I gave her.
Is that what those
That's
numbers are called? Like the hex? What is that called? Like the color?
Yeah, they're called the hex code.
Did you say you already added that in? I don't know.
Well, those
I
ones aren't
added
hex
that
codes.
tabs. Those aren't hex
Okay.
codes.
No. That's the RGB and the HSL. There aren't hex codes on any of these. Hex codes
Right,
is
we
the
didn't know-
number.
Search. We didn't know if the search was going to allow us to actually put in the
Oh.
hex code.
Search. I just figured if you put that code, it would work, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Search would be for.
That's what I said. I said
Have a search feature that could potentially add a color combination to find. I don't know.
Well,
That way
but we're not giving critiques on this.
right. We're not
So-
saying that we are. We're saying that it has a search feature, whereas the Windows
Oh.
doesn't look like it has a search.
Okay, nope, that's good. Awesome.
I don't know, but we're
I
trying
thought you
not
were saying
to.
it should add this search feature. Okay, I think
No.
it sounds good.
I put a slide.
But we're trying to figure out what you can add in there. Like what do you think this? For all I know, this color at the top here is just showing you exactly what color you've picked in the slider.
I say we're
So
good.
that as you're moving up and down, it goes darker or lighter. I don't think that's a search unless it's like, I don't know what that bar is. I don't think it's a search bar.
Well, there's the magnifying glass by it, so we can assume. And
Right.
just
So
call it
maybe the
good.
magnifying glass is just a search button that you click on and it opens something else to click. Hey, sweetie.
Maybe it does. You could say seems to have a search feature
There you
and leave
go.
it at that. I mean, none of us have used this software before, so who knows? Okay,
deal.
done deal. I think it's an ugly design though, straight up. I do
It's-
prefer that it's a circle, but I think it's an ugly design. I hate in the Windows one that red is on both sides. So it can be hard to pick red colors.
Yes.
Well, I think the red on both sides, I think the red at the top is what you have selected on the slider. So it's just a preview, just like the color down here on the windows, that little square.
You're saying that like the Windows one that were you saying you hate it too? Because that's what I hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I'm talking about the Windows square. In the Windows one, the
Uh-huh.
square.
I've always hated
How
it.
red is on both sides of the square.
Yes.
So you can't easily stream through the reds. Do you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I like the color wheel in the one on the right.
Oh, I understand. I thought you were talking about the red bar up here on the top and the red
No.
bar that goes to black on the side. I understand.
I get those.
Talking
They
about the
selected a red. Yeah.
You're talking about the windows. I see it now. Yes, I do hate that because I always just go to the top left corner for red, but I guess the other side is pink.
But do you want a pinky
don't
red or an orangey red? And I like being able to go through all the reds, just like I can go through all the blues to see what version of blue I want.
Maybe you just want to mouse over and see a nice, pretty red and say, oh, I like that. But on the other one, you've got to check it out on both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I see that.
Okay. I think we're good on that one.
Yes, that was good.
Yeah, I really think they need to update the directions on this stupid thing because it says due Tuesday, Thursday, and it says that it wants each one of us to post this. And then she's like, no, one per group. So stupid. Okay.
Yeah, she put in a ticket to get it updated. It just hasn't been updated yet.
My biggest
But
issue is that the same week the website is due, this is too much work.
Yeah, I mean, why would she give us a discussion board to do? This is like the only one that's a discussion board. I don't
I know.
understand. I mean, the fact that it's a debate maybe
Yeah.
means if she wants us to talk about it, but what? Nikki, I'm kind of in a meeting right now. What?
You're working on your homework.
Yes, I'm working on my homework. Can you go watch a movie?
Mom, Dad.
Okay. Can you watch a movie? Go put one on the little TV.
Oh, I'm going to
Okay, any ideas on this one?
That's a good.
Number 7.
So is that showing like if you go over like the P, whatever that is, that it comes,
Yeah, it's giving you the preview.
it gives you a preview?
Uh-huh.
I guess that.
So anything that's open in your toolbar, if you mouse over it, it'll show you a preview of what's on that screen.
Okay, so that's cool because the Mac doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm. I that's how I work because I hover over it and then I click which one I need to have open. Like otherwise, I mean, otherwise, what does it do? Does it open both instances of it on the Mac? Like what? I don't even know.
No, you don't. It doesn't do anything. Like if it just kind of gets bigger, so or it has a little thing above it to tell you what one it is, but it doesn't show you which windows you have open.
Right, but if you have two of the same window open, so you have two Chrome browsers or two Safari browsers,
No,
does it open both when you click on it?
no, it will just open, I guess, your most recent. I don't know. It doesn't open.
That's obnoxious.
It doesn't open. Honestly, other than that, I don't really, I mean, they're kind of set up similar in the fact that they're just all in a horizontal row. I mean, we might can say the spacing is not better. I mean, I don't know if it necessarily is, but there's more space between each icon.
Yeah, I don't really. I actually skipped this one because I don't really.
I'm going to give you a pinky.
Oh, but yeah, I remember it does actually pop up what's there, which sometimes annoys me because sometimes I don't realize I have so many windows open on something. It's been a while since I got on my old laptop yesterday, and it's amazing how quickly I've changed to being comfortable with my Mac because I couldn't even remember certain things, and I kept hitting the wrong buttons on my old laptop because it's a PC. So
Yeah, they definitely are. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about.
crazy.
No. Yes. You're not going well.
I don't know if that's even a thing, that there's an outline behind the window that you want to select, meaning when you hover over the right window, it gives it an outline to show, okay, yes, I'm selecting this one.
Well, it doesn't give it
I
an
don't know.
outline. It gives it it colors it.
Okay.
What does that mean?
highlight.
You see how there's like two? Is that what that bar means? I mean, does that mean there's two windows open?
Yep,
with
That's
bar?
what I wrote about. That
Yeah,
second
I wrote
box,
it, that second
there's
one.
more
Yeah.
than one of those windows
Okay, I
open.
see. Okay.
It lets you know that you have multiple windows open.
Okay.
It still does that in Windows 10, which is really nice.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, unless you're like me and you open so many windows, like in Word. Actually, I even have that issue, and I have so many windows open and everything.
Well, does it? Because can you do that on a Mac? Like I'm saying, if I have more than one window open, I don't know if it shows me that I have more.
No, it doesn't until you open until you click on it, and then it opens all of them.
Just at once. It kind of brings all of them up.
Yep, and brings them all up.
Maybe I'll move this one up here so that it's with the hover.
Yeah, I don't think I could like function without that hover.
Uh-huh. Me
I
neither.
use it
I was just saying that.
constantly.
Well, I wonder, on a Mac, you can make it to where you can open all windows and then just select which one you need. So maybe they don't ever use the preview. They have that option now in Windows 10, but they didn't have it in Windows 7.
I don't know what that.
Nikki, what do you
You can actually, because I do have two windows open in my Safari, but if you use two fingers to click it, it does show that what different windows you have.
Oh, yeah, it does do that.
But yeah,
Doesn't show it in the picture.
I have a picture.
All right, I think we've got
That, and I
enough
think it
there.
was older.
Yeah, I think it was good.
Okay.
I don't even know
Stop.
what this is. I was looking at this one, and this one has specific instructions like position of the dialogue title.
Yeah, so I guess what it's just saying is think about what we were talking about in 4.5 now and look at the alignment strategies and different things. So for the Windows, the Mac, the close button is at the top. It's very similar to all the other windows that you have. Whereas this dialog box for Windows, you only have an OK and cancel, which isn't very intuitive on what OK and cancel mean necessarily. The dialog title, it's right there in the middle with everything else right below it rather than off to the left, that it helps that way. The alignment strategy, it says Windows with margins and then Mac balanced. But I honestly don't see how the Mac is balanced. Or I'm sorry, yes, the Mac is balanced and then the Windows has margins around everything, but the Mac has margins around it too, so I don't understand what it's asking.
What are the margins?
Well, see the little teeny red.
I think they just wrote that in. Because if you
Yeah,
look
I
at the Windows ones, it has all those red arrows and stuff. Like this is
Right, it's talking about the fact that the Windows has margins, whereas the other one, it shows that it's balanced, meaning you can draw a line down it, and there's not a whole lot of text on the left side, but because the titles stick out, you can have a lot more text on this right side, and then it balances it out.
Yeah.
That's all it's saying, is that talk about the alignment strategy. So since we're doing Mac, we can say it's very balanced, you know, on alignment versus the Windows one that doesn't seem, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it sort of gives the answer.
To that one, yeah. And then position of the OK cancel buttons. Look at problem 4 to see how it is done on a Mac. So problem 4. So it almost looks like on Windows, if you want to OK or whatever, it's in the middle versus Mac is on the outside.
Right.
Which I've almost always, I think, preferred having it on the outside rather than on the inside. I don't know. But maybe it's easier to get to as you scroll down to have the OK on the inside. I don't know. I always feel like when you're proceeding, you should have it on the right, because it's almost like that's how you proceed. You proceed to the right from the left. And then if you cancel, it's like going back. Hey, guys, go on. I'm sorry if she woke you, Matthew.
Yeah, I think you're right on that. I think that it is sort of like cancel is sort of going back, print is going forward, so it makes sense to have it the way the
Yeah.
So that's my
I mean,
opinion.
it doesn't show it in this dialogue, but it does say look at problem 4 to see how it's done on the Mac. So, but I don't know if that's just so that someone who's doing who's doing the Windows can see and compare, because ours doesn't have one. Ours just has a quick button.
I think they're I don't know.
And I don't know, the position of the close button, it keeps it consistent across the Mac applications, but it also is consistent on the Windows, because Windows is always on the right side. So I'm not
no,
sure.
but with Windows, you can exit top or bottom. With Macs, it's always up there.
I understand now.
Somebody want to write something for number
for which one? I was going back to look at just to see what the book said about alignment strategy, so I can just throw something dumb in there, like something that is what the book says, like on why centered is good. So anyway, sorry, I was just.
So I was looking back through all the Mac designs. The only way, so it's like when you do the cancel close or whatever, the X, like you don't ever have both. On the print dialog, there's no X to get out of it. There's cancel and print. On the page setup page, there's only an X. There's no cancel or save or whatever. Whereas on each of the windows, there's an OK, a cancel, and a close. There's always an X.
But that's the same as cancel.
Exactly. Meaning Windows has it doubled. Whereas Mac always has just the X, or if you have to pick something, it gets rid of the X and has the cancel or OK. I don't know if we can use that. Maybe on the position of the OK/cancel buttons.
Well, I think that, look at number 4. Do you think I think sort of what we're wanting to say with 4 is, so with a Mac, print, your OK or print is on the far right, and your cancel is to the left of it. And that is completely opposite of the way it is on Windows. So,
which actually does make switching between the two platforms really difficult, because I almost always, if I switch to a Mac, hit the wrong one. So that's just because I'm used to it. Okay, so yeah, you write that. I just didn't know if we should use the fact that the Mac only has the close buttons or the OK cancel buttons when there's not. Hey, Nikki. If you're gonna drink some, and then let Katie have some. You're okay, Katie. Okay, here, Katie. Sit up. Your turn.
I don't know.
Now you don't
That's
want
what I can think.
Look! Yours! Don't put your makeup in. Stupid. Red bumper, thanky cord, Bobby. My cake.
There we go. That's what I have to say.
Okay. It talks about the position of the closed buttons. We only talk about that it keeps it consistent, but do we need to add maybe the fact that hey guys, go on. The fact that having it on the right side is almost kind of like going back, and so having it on the right is more natural than having it on the, or meaning the left versus having it on the right. I know what I mean. I'm gesturing to the left and I'm saying the word right. I don't know if that, I mean, it talks about the position, so I didn't know if I should add something.
Sure. I think that's good. I mean, I think you can add it.
I just have to figure out what I said. Right.
I'm so sorry. Okay.
I don't know.
Mom, Dad.
So should those be switched?
I have no idea.
Left and right? I'm confused.
Probably. If I said right, I was totally meaning left. I was right now.
No, I just thought I did not understand. So
No, I'm glad somebody saw it. Because my brain is backwards at the moment. I know what I'm looking at it and I'm totally saying left, but my hands are typing right. So thank you. You should ask my husband. We'll be giving directions and he's like, go right. And I'm like, no, you know what I mean, left. All right. And that was the last one, right?
Yep.
We already have a period there. We just can't see it. Okay. Now that this is done, what do? Does someone just post all of our answers? Or does,
Yes.
ouch, Caitlin. I just didn't know if we were all supposed to, like, or is it just when we jump in and someone starts attacking or whatever, saying, oh, well, what about this? Do we need to?
One person posts all of our answers, and then we have to go in and post on 3 other groups an argument.
But every person, I mean, like each of us have to
Go
Individually.
Yeah, it's not just one.
Okay, but okay, I do see.
And I don't know if we necessarily have to defend our choice. I mean, we just have to go and
debate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I can throw this all together into a post. Unless someone else would want to, but
No, that's fine.
okay. I'll go pull them out and just say like problem 1, this is what we had. Problem 2, this is what we had, and then highlight which picture we did. So.
Okay.
Really can't. There we go. 4.5 problem. What? What? You want to say hi to everyone? Can you say hello? You're just gonna be all shy now that you can see yourself, huh? Let me put my headphones. Oh. There you go. You feel happier now? Okay. Anything else? Okay. Everyone going out.
Nope, I think that's good. So when can everyone meet? Do we want to do it tomorrow? I mean, can everyone meet tomorrow?
I can meet tomorrow. Hey, Nikki. Should we do, can everyone do 11 like we normally do?
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Or- so that was affirmative from everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just hearing yep, yep, and then I'm like, I can't distinguish between the yeps, but I'm not hearing a no.
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right. Okay, we'll plan on that then.